Hello everybody, this is Racer998, also known as David. This is part 1 of my Navy experience so far. This whole thing's probably going to be about 10 parts long, I don't know. I'll do it throughout a whole bunch of different types of videos. But really I just kind of want to tell you guys all about what the Navy's been like so far and how it's been going and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to start off from the very beginning. So I was at school on a normal day and I walked by the cafeteria, and every once in a while there's a different military recruiter or recruiters that'll be sitting out there with a table and like pamphlets and lanyards and all that kind of stuff. And usually I'd talk to the Navy, usually I'd talk to the Army recruiters, but I never filled out any information. I just talked to them a little bit, and then I'd take a lanyard or a pamphlet or whatever, and I was thinking about it. And then one day there was a Navy recruiter sitting out there, and he's like, "Hey man, what's up? Like, have you ever thought about the Navy?" And I was like, "No, I never have. I've always thought about the Army. I've never even looked at the Navy at all." And he's like, "Well, can I get your name and information, that kind of stuff, so we can set up an appointment sometime?" And usually when someone hears that, like, they're like, "Well, maybe I can just get you to write some stuff down so we can sit down and talk sometime." Usually people are pretty hesitant and they're like, I don't know. No thanks, man. Maybe some other time or something like that. Because when they're trying to get you to submit information, you're thinking they're trying to get me to join right now, and I really don't want to. I'm not really committed. I don't even know if I've never even thought about the Navy before, so you just usually shrug it off. But I was like, you know what? Why not? So I wrote down my information, and I completely forgot about it. And then like 2 or 3 days later, the recruiter called me up. He's like, "Hey man, it's Andy, the recruiter. Blah 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 blah," and he was telling me all this different stuff and asking me like a couple basic questions, and I decided it actually sounded really cool. So then he asked me if I could come in with my parents and set up a meeting sometime to talk to him. And so I'm like, yeah, why not? I mean, I still was heavily considering the Army, but I figured I'd at least go in and talk to the guy. So I told my mom. She said it's cool. We found out where the office was, I guess, where all the different armed forces are. So about 2 weeks later, we set it up for like 2 weeks later. Me and my mom go down to the Navy office, and at this point, I had thought it over a lot, and I was like, I definitely think that I would much rather join the Army than the Navy. I don't even know why I'm here. I guess I'll always just listen to what he has to say and see what the Navy's all about. But I was pretty much had in my mind that no matter what he said, I was going to go with the Army anyway. And so we sat in there. We had a meeting for like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, something like that. My mom, him, my recruiter, and like 2 other recruiters. And we were all just talking about stuff, and they kept asking me if I had any questions, and I didn't have any questions, so I kept saying no. So I didn't really say a whole lot, but they were really informative. They just told me a whole lot of stuff. They were super friendly, which recruiters are, I guess. They have to be friendly, otherwise they won't get anyone to listen to them. But yeah, it was a pretty cool meeting. I gained a lot of information. They gave me a lot of packets, and then the one guy was more straightforward. He's like, "You know what? We can have you taking the ASVAB test and signing up and everything. I could have you ready within a week if that's what you want to do." And I really didn't want to commit to anything because I was like, I don't know. I mean, it sounds good, but I think I'm still going to go with the Army. So I was just like, I'll let you guys know. Like, and they're like, "Yeah, it's fine. We're not going to rush anything. Like, we'll give you a call later." So then like 3 weeks, a month later or whatever, he called on me, checking up on me, and was asking how I was going and all that. And I'm like, I've been really busy, I still haven't talked to the Army guy because I told him I was going to talk to the Army guy before I got back to him. And he's like, "All right, that's fine." And then I told my mom I was going to have a meeting with the Army. But then I never did. I just never got around to it because I was so busy. So I'm like, you know what, next. And then he called again. So I was like, you know what, I'll just come in with my mom and have a meeting with you guys. So I showed up again. We had a meeting. We talked over a lot of stuff. It was pretty cool. And by this point I was like, you know what, I think I kind of really want to join the Navy. Like, it sounds really good, and I still hadn't talked to the Army guy, but I was like, I don't even need to look at any alternatives because the Navy sounds good to me. So then we went in, we had another meeting, and that's when I really decided that I wanted to join. But I still hadn't signed anything or gotten any paperwork done or anything like that. But at this point I was really kind of starting to fix my mind on the Navy. I was deciding that the Navy sounded really good because of all the traveling and all the different experiences you get. And I was like, I don't even know why I never considered the Navy before, but now that I was finally talking to the recruiter like seriously about it, I decided it was actually something that I'd want to look into. So yeah, guys, I'll tell you more about it in the next video. But this is just a quick little like 5-minute video. I wanted to keep it short. But thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.